Okay. Welcome to the party. It's your boy Malatin. We're going to go ahead and do a Path of Exile day today. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Friends don't let friends play PoE hardcore without actually helping them out. So we've been running. Uh, we've been running, kind of doing little PV. I don't know how you want to call it. A little. Uh, how can I put this? We've been just running, and we've been sitting there, and we're trying to get our ball lightning configuration together, but we will be not able to do that anytime soon. And the reason why we won't be able to do that anytime soon is because we've got a lot of different things that are going on. We're trying to like I say, trying to get ourselves to Act 6. So that's where we are right now. We're trying to get ourselves to Act 6. Go ahead and do this. Now we'll run through this again at a faster rate than we are right now, but currently currently we have a lot of things that we have to kind of go through and kind of clean up. So yesterday we kind of went all the way through. We got our pathing all the way down to Act 3. Okay, so with Act 3 pathing in place, uh, this is what we're where we are right now. As you can see, I got Act 1, and then what gotta do is have to change this a little bit as we get past here, there, get here. Gotta go there, there. So this is Act. Sure. This is everything we did in Act 2, all the way up to pyramids. Then we gotta go Act 3. Act 3. And so after Act 3, we got to get our pathing in place. So with the pathing and everything like that, we just got to kind of just say what we did. So we came in the city. You enter the city of Sarn. Then you gotta enter Sarn encampment. I'm a little upset because I got to go all the way to Act 6 before I can get all my stuff. Then we got to enter the slums. Yeah. So you're right. I should go. Then enter the crematorium. Return to Sarn encampment. And after we return to Sarn encampment, we talk to what's her name? Should go Peacock, then no notes, no nothing, just send it. So this is gonna be like my Venom Gyre build. So back when Venom Gyre used to be, I used to do Venom Gyre every league and everything. I used to do the do notes and stuff like that. So the notes and everything that I used to do things like this. Say, okay, that's a dexterity, intelligence, dexterity, and color code everything. So what I would do is certain things like, uh, you know, borders like this. This would all be. I would do this and make that rare, and color code everything on what colors I wanted, and then I would also color code gems. So that you would know what color the gem was. I'm telling you to get, and I would just tell you to do those type of things. I would explain what you needed to do. I would go through every individual zone saying, "Hey, you need to go through this, go through that." So pretty much it's like just telling you where you needed to go, and it actually is it helps out a lot. It's a lot faster in a lot of ways. So be sure to equip the 3 color thing in the weapon swap location. That's the first thing you do. Then you're gonna select Cobra Lash. You're gonna be looking for green, blue, green. Go to Nessa. You're gonna purchase a caustic arrow and caustic arrow, and purchase a chance on poison. Then you're gonna equip that into the same type item. I should actually put in there for Tarkly, purchase from Tarkly a bow. So you do that. Then after that, then you're going to prioritize iron rings. You want to prioritize getting iron rings. You want to get these particular color configurations when you're looking for gear. Then you're going to enter the coast. Then you go title. You beat the boss. You go to mud flats. Then go to submerged mud flats. After you go to mud flats, turn the lion's eyes. Watch. Then enter the submerged passage. Well, actually, Yeah, that I can. Yeah, that's true. Go through. You just go through. And these are the gems that you want to pick up on the side. Yeah, and you just got to go through, and you run. You just run through. You go through the coloring and everything like that, and then you go through every individual zone, and you just kind of take what's there for the zone. Then one of the things that I used to do, which is some people used to say I was crazy to do it, was I used to sit there and I used to actually make like loop filters. Go act one, pick this filter. Act two, use this filter. Act three, use this filter. And the reason why is because, like with Venom Geyer, one of the things that you were looking for and you wanted to prioritize when you were running Venom Geyer is so where's the claws? Oh, there should be a claw in here, right? So it doesn't show a claw here, but there's a claw called a double claw. You want to make sure you get the double claw and make sure that it pops up no matter what because it gives you health and it gave you health and it gave you mana back when you did your attacks. So it's kind of the same thing with this build because what you're trying to do is you're trying to where is it? You're trying to get the best bow you can get. So you're trying to get the best bow you can get, and you can move on, move through, and move up, and everything like that. So one of the things that I need for this bow is if I needed more, is could get if I could get more sockets. That would be beautiful. Sockets for that. It ain't gonna happen. All right, so then you return to Sarn's encampment. Oh, your coffee's ready? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm making my copious notes. My copious notes. My copious notes. There's a lot of notes there. There's a lot of notes. Hey, I even inside my notes, what I do is I sit there and I go through and I make, which is the beautiful thing is I make my skills manage. This started later, but you can sit there and you can do like this. Act one, save, done, and then your Act one gems. You can make your Act one gems, your Act two gems, your Act three gems, all the way through, and it makes a really good guide. It makes a really good guide when you add in all those bells and whistles that you're telling me that I shouldn't really be doing. But when you add those bells and whistles in, it makes it really good. Because then you're going through and you're like, hey, Act one, this is what I had for my tree. So you got Act one tree, Act one tree, Act one skills, Act one gear, and you just keep on tracking that in your guide, and then when people are playing, they don't get confused. The blue filter is kind of painful, but it's really nice with what's his name? With I can't think of his name. The filter from what's his guy? What's his name? I forgot what his name is. Uh, Never Sink. Yeah, True, true. It's a whole different beast. It is a whole different beast. I literally just want somehow to highlight all strength and int and dex and int gear. You wouldn't think it's so hard. It isn't that hard. It isn't that hard. That's actually pretty easy. You want me to show you how it's done? Inside the filter? I mean, I can walk you through what you do. I mean, I don't mind helping you and showing you how to do it in NeverSync. That's actually a pretty easy thing to do. That's okay. You don't have to link. You don't have to link it to do it. You could actually download it after the case. So what let me just show you NeverSync. Play. All right. So in Filter Blade, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go customize, right? Oh no, he didn't make improvements. It's just something that most people don't realize. So currency, vendor recipe, frags, in-game rare items, campaign below. Okay, so you see campaign below right here, right? So you got rare items. That's what they're talking about here. Jewelry and armors. Then you got this configuration of the coloring and stuff, right? So one of the things that he has in there is he made a modification. Highlight by armor type. So you go through and you make a add custom. Then you put in what you're looking for. You're looking for if you're looking for you said you're looking for strength intelligence, and what strength intelligence is armor ES. And you're looking for dex intelligence, so you're gonna undo energy shield, you're gonna undo evasion, you're gonna undo evasion armor and that, right? And then you're gonna create this rule to say, hey, I want you to do these particular things. You can change your color borders. Uh, you can change your color borders and everything like that, and even specify what conditions that you want. You can even tell it, hey, I only want you to drop and show me this gear as GG blue. So green blues. I want you to pop it out. I want you to do certain colors. Where does this? That's you're gonna do it on the campaign below 68, and then after you get 68 plus, if you want to still see that type of stuff, you have to go to a second part of the thing, which is up here. and you have to start doing things doing things up here up here in-game rare tiering 668 plus. Okay, so go to customize. Whatever filter you choose, go to customize. Go all the way down until you go to campaign below 68. You're going so what you do is, okay, so this is what I do. I would do this. I would do this. Choose this. Then if you want to see the custom code, what you need to do is you need to save it and then open it in a text filter and then look for it. Okay, so how you save it is you go here, export to PO. You can either export to POE, continue without saving, download, and then you're gonna download. See, right now I just downloaded all of it by accident. So, but you're gonna download the filter, and then after you download the filter, and you got the filter on your system, then just go ahead and open it up in a text editor, and then just go ahead and look for that rule. So that's how you modify for specific pieces of gear, specific yeah. So that's how you find the specific pieces of gear, specific things like that. Is you just go in and you kind of do that from that point, that area. I mean, it's one of those ones that's it's pretty easy to find after you know what to look for. So I'm sorry, custom kernels are not as easy as you think. I used to run Gen 2, so I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not as easy as you think. Delete this because I got that thing up. I downloaded it by accident. So much mouse clicking in your guys' wind blows world. No, Gen 2? Gen 2's not Windows. You know what Gen 2 is, right? Yeah, Gen 2. That's right. Terrible. Terrible. Gen 2 was the original. That was the original. You need to customize your Linux kernels, customize your packages. No, see that's packaged already. That's packaged already. Gen 2, you built everything from scratch. So if I wanted an NGIX, I had to build it. I had to do my make file, configure it. It would compile it to my exact machine. Come on, dude. That used to be the most streamlined, best doggone Linux out there because everything it ran so fast, so smooth because it was built specifically for whatever hardware you had. Whatever hardware you had. Gen 2 was the greatest thing ever. It was the greatest thing made in the world. So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give y'all a little something. This is the funny thing. Okay, so when I started, True. In the early 2000s, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. So back in the day, early 2000s, I was a Windows 3.51 engineer. I came to the company as a Windows 3.5 engineer. I was like, hey, I'm going to be, I know my Windows. I know how to do domain software, all the other good stuff. I am awesome. There is nothing better than a Windows 3.51 engineer. NT, just FYI. So then my company was like, hey, we're going to phase out this stuff. We don't want Windows anymore on production. So I was like, what do I do for my job? Oh no, we didn't have to do that. We were good. We knew how to get around that problem. So what happened was I was like, what am I going to do for my job? I don't have a job now. What am I supposed to do? So they were like, well, you're going to have to start to learn you're going to have to learn Unix. I was like, well, I don't know anything about Unix really, other than the only thing I knew about Unix was Deck Unix, right? Pixie Boot, yeah, back in the day we used to do Pixie Boot, but then so my senior engineer at the time, he was like, hey, what I want you to do is I want you to learn Linux, I'm sorry, they said I need to learn Unix. And so I asked one of my senior engineers, is like, okay, so how do I learn? What do I need to do to learn? Well, I need you to, Malintent, I need you to do this. Download Gentoo and start using Gentoo at the house. So I was like, okay, this is Unix. This is how I'm gonna learn how to do Unix stuff, is by doing Gentoo. So I, for like multiple years, struggled through Gentoo. Upgrades, modifications, everything. Compiling all the time, figuring out how to do stuff, etc., etc. And I will say it was painful. It was so painful. But I learned a lot. Now, what happened after that was I learned that there was this thing called Mandrake. Like, well, why is Mandrake so different than Gentoo? And so I went to go ask one of the other senior engineers at the time, hey, I'm having so much, I mean, it's taken like almost a day to recompile my system and recompile all the software on my system when I need to do upgrades to the kernel and all this other stuff. It's, is this how it is all the time? In the Unix world, in the Linux world, and that engineer looked at me and said, "Who told you to use Gentoo?" And I was like, "So and so told me to do it." And they were like, "Dude, he screwed you over. You could use." That's when I learned what Debian was. Yeah, yeah. That's how I learned what Debian was, and learned some of the other things. I was so not happy. I was so not happy that that was supposed to be my senior engineer, supposed to be helping me out. Had me for years working on Gentoo. At this rate, I probably can make more money at a help desk. I do have to get a new job. I'm wasting my skills here. Um, I mean, understandable. I mean, but there are. I will be honest. It's very hard for you to maintain complete work from home jobs these days. Right at this time, they're out there. Don't get me wrong. There are complete work from home jobs out there. It's just it's getting harder and harder because of how um as a help desk you can get it no problem. Work from home help desk, no problem. They got lots of doggone jobs like that out there. Um so but when you sit there and you go for our type jobs, it's starting to get hard because there's expanding from what I see all over the country. Mm, not exactly. At the pay scale that okay, so at the pay scale that I think you're at, it's hard. Those telecommute jobs are getting harder to get. They're wanting you more in office because of some of the things that you're going to be wanting that they want you to do. Server deploy and support. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Those are probably a dime a dozen. They can get you on, fire you, no problem. You can get multiple engineers to take care of that. True, but then the question is, are they stable? So I won't just take a job. I won't just take a job. It has to be stable. I have to do a little research and do a little research and everything like that. My wife, as you know, my wife got MS, so I need to make sure that wherever I'm going has good health insurance, got good, yeah, architecture, design, any of that stuff. Yeah, definitely you got to be in office. You definitely, or it's better for you to be in office to work with a team, to work with other engineers, to actually to get those things in place. So automation design, things like that. That's what I do. I'm doing automation design. I do implementation. So I'm doing the same thing you're doing, except that I'm doing it at a scale of a pretty high scale. Okay, so an example is I have over 200 Kubernetes clusters I have to maintain. I have anywhere from 3 nodes to 120 nodes in each cluster. Anywhere between. I could have 3 on one cluster, worker nodes on one cluster. I can have 100 on a different cluster. So so if you think about that's OS, every node is an OS. VRA? No, don't use VRA. We don't use VRA. We use Ansible. We use Ansible, AWX, Ansible Tower, but the AWX version, we have all kind of things, and then we do it either through Ansible, Python, um, GitLab runners, using GitLab and GitLab runners for deployments. We also use something called Argo CD. You got Flux CD out there too, which we've been looking at and everything like that. Don't say Cloud Formation. Oh my gosh, you mean VCF? VCF? Oh heck no. Why would we use VCF? Why would we use VRA? Let's just be honest. No, no, no. AWX X-ray. Alpha Whiskey X-ray. It is Ansible Tower, but the public version. It's the open source version. AWS, they have their own stuff. But like I was saying before is that we have all these things that we do, um, and that's just on the Kubernetes side. If you look at it from the non-Kubernetes side, and we're talking about just straight VMs, we got like 30,000 VMs. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. AWX allows you to set up. So let's go ahead and break down some things so that you learn a couple of things. AWX is Ansible Tower, the paid version of Ansible Tower, just stripped down. Okay, so ooh yeah, so yeah, yeah for you, for you, it ain't that way for me. Uh 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 uh. No, you just said a no no. You just said a no no. So you remember the other day we were sitting there talking about security, right? Number one, we do not allow anything inside of our network. That's from the internet. If it comes from if you need it and it's from the internet, there is an isolated environment. We pull it down to the isolated environment. The isolated environment goes through scanning of the code. So you use Veracode, you use scan things, all the different things out there that's in the world to determine if the code is bad or if the package is bad or if anything bad is about that situation. It goes in there, we scan it all. After it has passed, we do not go straight to Red Hat repositories. It's not allowed. It is not allowed. We don't trust anybody. Nobody. That's a okay. So the other day you were talking about DoD. We pretty much try to run pretty hard, like all the. But they're the guys finding and fixing CVEs. Every time a CVE comes out, what we do is we go through and find the CVE, find out what the CVE is. There is an entire group. All they do is take that information, put it in an isolated environment, scan it, verify it, then put it out on our internal repositories. Every one of our systems only goes to internal. We will not go to the internet. Sorry to say, won't happen. Nope. Too risky. Even satellites. Too risky. Too risky. Too much problems. Too many issues. Can't have it. Mm-mm. Not gonna do it. Red Hat satellite. Yeah, you do that. We ain't doing it. I'm sorry, man. We got some. No, we don't have blatant security flaws. This is where see, we scan the packages on the systems as on our systems. We scan the packages that are going to get installed on our systems, and we only allow packages that are authorized to be installed on the systems. On a weekly basis, we have what's called a security compliance call. Anything that pops up on that has to be modified, taken care of, uh, fixed, etc., etc. Hey, we ain't a mom and pop shop, dude. This ain't a mom and pop shop. Sounds like it. Okay. All right. Okay. So I will have to beg to differ. And the reason why I will beg to differ is the following. We have, we work pretty hard at certain things. Up to date, up to the day with OS and getting the vendors patches as quickly as possible as insecure as can be. Sir, did you not hear what I said? We have an entire group. Their whole thing is, hey, there's a security vulnerability that just came out. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of and put it inside of our on our repositories. Oh, there is a 0 day that must be executed. We must upgrade all of our systems with the upgrade all of our systems because of a 0 day that security has identified. Boop. This needs to be done immediately. Boop. We can wait. Yes, we do not trust satellites. We will not put a satellite in our network. That would be a device that can get out to the internet. It is not happening, dude. We are not going to put something on our network that is going to talk to the internet. That's not going to happen. It a Red Hat satellite box, you put it in your network. It is communicating to the internet. That's not going to happen. That is an open connection out. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, so you didn't ever hear you never heard anything I said. Oh my God. I said, security group, CVE, we must get this patched. They then take the thing, put it inside the isolated environment. get it all checked out, make sure that it's all good, then puts it inside of our internal repository that never goes out to the internet, that never does anything. And then our systems talk to that. So you completely missed the entire statement of security group. CV just came out. Okay, boom, boom. Let's pull that. Let's get it scanned. Let's get it taken care of. Put that inside of our environment. Now we can go ahead and have everybody use. We can upgrade everything using that. We do not allow internet access. Do you understand? No go out to internet. Very bad. Once you start poking holes in your network, allowing things to communicate out to the internet, you are actually doing a very, very bad thing. Propagated from from a DMX, it's easy peasy, but you're still using the packages from Red Hat. Yes, I'm still using packages from Red Hat, but we don't directly allow anything to go to the internet. We don't directly go have them go to any location. Not exactly. It's multiple hops actually. That also allows us to customize. So let's say we have a particular thing that we want to go ahead and do, and an example would be, hey, there's a vulnerability for this, and it is a particular vulnerability, and it's one of those things is if you turn this on or turn that. Oh, prime example. Okay, so inside of NGINX, there is a configuration called snippet and annotation. Snippet annotation is a vulnerability in NGINX. It's been like that for a while. There is a CVE that came out maybe just a while ago that was like, hey, we have this vulnerability. If you have snippet annotations turned on and all this other stuff. Our security group already knew about this a long time ago. We compile our NGINX so that it does not use snippet annotation. So when the CVE came out, malintent, you need to upgrade all your systems. Mitigated, no problem. Really? Really? It's used during deployment only though, and has access to, and who has access to it? The guy doing deployment. See, that's where you got. See, that's where. See, you think you're the only one who has access to your system. You think that you're the only one who has access to your system. That is the failure right there. You think you're the only one who has access to your system. If anybody gets on your system, all right, never mind. We ain't even gonna argue no more. We ain't gonna argue no more. Cause right now you doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not everything's gonna go through. Not everything's gonna go through the same. Okay, when somebody compromises your system, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to compromise your system using the login to get into your system. I just talked about NGINX and the NGINX snippet annotation flaw, which allows them to get root access to your box without logging in through MFA. This is why I said we're at totally different levels of thought process. You're thinking in a very small type of world, while I'm thinking in a very larger type world. I am in a very large scale.
yes, we have to have MFA on every box, but MFA is not the only way to log into a box. Compromises do not happen just because they log into the box through the password and a user. Okay, who has access to the snippet? Do you have NGIX running on your system? Oh, you have NGIX running on your system. Okay, cool. So I execute a curl URL utilizing. No. Okay, so I execute a curl utilizing NGIX, the compromise to allow me to get root access to do what? Add access to the box with a local configuration, add access to the box to install whatever software I need. Then that allows me to have access to your system. It's not all about, oh, this. There's a CVE that's out that came out this year that is causes a root overflow error that you can actually do from curl. So there are ways to compromise boxes that do not consist of I logged into the box and I took over the box. You have to go through every CVE. You have to go through every CVE. You have to go through everything that's on your boxes. And yes, it's an NGIX flaw, but you wouldn't have known about it. Not until a CVE came out. We knew about it before the CVE because we do a lot more research into what things are being executed, run on our network. What is it? Why is this there? Why do you need this? Why? Oh, that allows you to do these particular things. We don't want that turned on. We want to go ahead and make sure that's turned off. There are right. So, but that's what I'm saying. You would have never known. Like AWX, a prime example is oh, so this let me give you another example. Okay, so you remember back in 2006 or 2007, there was a root DNS issue where root DNS was having a problem. That was found by a particular company. They knew about it for months. For months. While they worked around the thing that was needed to get it done. Then all of a sudden you had, boom, all of a sudden they came out, they were like, hey, Sub-Zero DNS issue. If you run, you need to upgrade your bind, you need to upgrade all your DNS, you need to do that now. The company that found it knew it for months. Yeah, healthcare and finance get notice of 8+ CVEs before they're published. Goes through FBI. Thankfully, the Unix land, I only get 1 or 2 of those notices a year. That's correct. You are correct. Know about them months ahead because those companies, like you were saying, are very big. There's big things about them. So, yes, you know about a CV. Be exact, the company I'm talking about found the DNS CVE, then contacted the root, bind, and all those other people, let them know what the problem was, and then worked with them to get it fixed all the systems. Then it got alerted as a CV out into the world. Anything considered critical infrastructure in the country. Yep. And I work in critical infrastructure. or considered critical infrastructure. Right. And that's why I'm sitting there and some of the things that you're saying, I'm like, dude, no, that's that's compromise. What's up, Giant? That's a that's a compromise waiting to happen. This is this That's why I said you're working in a I'm sorry to say you're working in a smaller environment than what we are. We're working in a very large environment. We have entire security teams that do nothing. Look, I can edit a file on my system and all of a sudden alerts go off. This is what I'm talking about. Totally different worlds, dude. Totally different worlds. Totally different world. And I'm not knocking where you're working. I'm not knocking. Trust me, I'm not knocking where you're working. Are we did yet? I'm just saying we got totally different things. Yeah, you're a team of one. I'm just saying. That's just it's a different world it's a different world we live in. It's a different world we live in. So that just gonna pop in and chill. Don't have sound, so don't have to have you opened up. No problem. Thank you, Giant, for joining and hanging out and everything. That's really great. But yeah, that's the situation. Is we live in totally different worlds on stuff.
Really? Not all murders are equal.
True, true, but that's not enough. Because okay, so like I was saying, some of those CVs that I was talking about that are out there, they won't show up in that. They won't show up as, hey, somebody logged in. Right. I understand. I understand. Hey, what's up, Sepra? I understand what you got in place.
Really?
Those CVEs are few and far between in my world. Literally years between them. Years between the ones you find. Years between the ones. Years between the ones that are identified by the security community. That doesn't mean that it isn't there. Why? Why do you think when we sit there and you have OpenSSH and this comes out on a regular basis? OpenSSH, there's an OpenSSH vulnerability. How did that vulnerability get in place? Not that you added a new OpenSSH config or a new SSH OpenSSH uh, uh, um, binary. It's always been there. They just found it. So you can have a system. Yeah. So you can have a system that has been working perfectly fine. And so you can't assume, and that's where the problem is. You can't assume you're secure. Right. You can't assume that you're secure. That is where most companies fail. Most companies fail because they assume they're secure and then they get hacked. Even let's just be honest, even at my house, I'm paranoid and I still got more problems. So, example, how many networks do you think I have in my house? Nope, not 6. You jumped a little bit too high. But I do have multiple networks in my house. I have more than 3. I got more than 3, but less than 6. And I'll give you some of the configurations that I have. IoTTY devices, IoT devices, never go to the internet. They don't go to the internet. They are isolated. I pull things down and work my tail off to make sure my devices get updated, and that's such a pain. I have my guest network from people. When you come to my house, you get on my guest network. You don't get on my network. You get on my guest network. And why do you get on the guest network? Because I don't trust you. Work private and a separate one for my security system and recording box. So yes, there are cameras and security boxes inside my environment as well. Oh, cool. I'll come for a visit. Hey, no problem. 6 cameras always recording. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. I have more. You be exact. Let me ask, because this is what my wife has epilepsy as well, right? So she has MS and epilepsy. So one of the things that I have to do is I have to have a camera in every room in the house, every hallway, and in every position in the house, so that if she does have an epileptic seizure, I can see internally every spot. If she's on the floor behind the couch, I got a camera that sees that part. If she's over there next to the island on the next to the kitchen, guess what? I got a camera that sees that. And that's just internal to the house. Then we got external cameras. The only things that are not recorded inside, or when you come into my house, the only things that are not recorded is bedrooms and bathrooms. That's it. I use the Ubiquity software. Ubiquity, they have a good, and you can go monitor or not monitor. Ubiquity doesn't need the internet either, unless you go monitored. Unless you go monitored. If you go the monitored route, you have to be online.
That's the only thing is you got to make sure that if you're going to be if you're going to do things, you can actually get and do a lot of different things. But also, they've got this new thing that is really cool, which is AI enhanced scaled security. So you have that capability as well, um, where they can sit there and it tracks things from one camera to another camera, and everything like that, and puts it all together. This person walked into my house. They walked over to this place. They walked over to here. They walked down the street, down the steps, and then they went into the great room. They walked over to my office, etc. If I wanted to, I could go boop, track that person, tracks it all the way through. Yep, understandable, understandable. I mean, there's some really cool stuff that I like. I like Ubiquity because of of what they have, what the capabilities that they have. Uh, you can also set alarms. You can even do they have what's called door access configurations that you can do with Ubiquity. So in other words, um, you know how you got everybody got the ring camera and things like that. We'd run over. Yep, understandable. So one of the cool things that they just came out with was the touchpad configuration for door access, where you can sit there and beep, and get inside your home and get inside your house, things like that. Your key fob type configuration where it unlocks the door. There are so many cool things. So many cool things. Totally off topic, but did you see that they're bringing the next LE expansion to PS5? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. PS5. I get to play some PS5 Last Epoch. Ooh. Yes, they're not giving any information about the expansion yet. It'll be coming. It'll be coming. It will be coming. So, one of the things that I am going to do, I don't have this for my door yet, but I'm planning on getting it for my door. Is the door access stuff? Are we dead yet? I want to get the door access stuff, so it identifies who I am with the door access. Now, this is the cool thing. You can even do facial recognition door access, where you come up, ding, and it unlocks the door for you because it knows it's you. Yeah, they probably are. They probably are. They're probably waiting to just screw them over again. Let's just be honest. They're waiting to screw them over again. All right, let's go.
Think you
What if someone has you at gunpoint? Then they can get in your house with your face. That's true. They could, but let's just be honest of the following. If they are going got me at gunpoint, they had to get me somewhere else. Its wild normal thickness, heavy as sin, had to reinforce the framework. I got lots of etching, so it's not like it's a window or something. But a natural light is great.
What do you want? What is it?
You can't really see through it. Just blurry. It's hard to describe. I love it. Yeah, I understand which one it's like a smoked glass. It's not actually see through, but it's like if you have it's really thick. If it could be really thick with etchings all in it and everything. It doesn't it lets light through, but you really can't see through. I understand what type of things.
Still breathing, eh? Stay out of the shadows. What's going on? Bring me back. Who stand before the gates of the
So I'll be honest, I do mind. I do mind if LE and PoE start at the same time.
Watch yourself.
If they start at the same time, I'm gonna play LE. If it starts at the same time, I'm gonna play LE first. Then I'll go to PoE.
Bye.
And there are, you guys get more time out of leagues because you play hardcore. Once I make 2 to 3 builds, I'm usually bored. Yeah, well, see, that's my problem. PoE, I might as well wait. That's what. Let's just be honest. I might as well wait. There are more bugs, or there's more bugs, more tuning that needs to be done, and you can't tell me that the tuning doesn't get changed. Tuning doesn't get changed in PoE. Look at the Mercs. When the Mercs first came out, terrible. Then Mercs got a lot better all of a sudden. I'm just saying. That's me. I'd be like, eventually. Because trade makes it too easy to get items. That's true. You're not really playing PoE. That's true. That's true. That's why I would do LE first. LE's first. I'll do LE first because it's more stable. I could probably go through and run through everything. And enjoy myself and everything like that. And by the time I switch over to PoE, everything's fixed. Decade and counting.
Ascend with precision.
If they added in a new power or whatever, it gets fixed later. And it gets fixed. I'm good. I'm good like that. I'm happy with that. GGG breaking the Ray Class Records Guild's only rule since 2012. They still haven't fixed the steel skills. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. I haven't played a steel skill. That's your biggest complaint is that they don't have pause?
Slowness lends strength to one's enemies. Claw your way to the top.
Low on mana.
I really like that PoE added the pause when bring up skill tree, etc.
Really?
Pause actually is a pretty good thing. Trust me, I like it. I could get chance to poison from reward, but can't buy it. But which one? Which one? For who? Who gets it as a reward but can't buy it? I'm still trying to figure out who gets it for a reward but can't buy it. Yeah, it's Act 1. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what weirdness is going on with you saying that you can't buy it. You're playing a witch. Oh, okay.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death.
I didn't realize that they got it. The witch got it that late. Make it sound like you only picked it up in Yeah, you get it mercy a mercy mission, Act 1. Yeah, quest reward, vendor reward. Vendor reward is library. Quest reward is at the first is one. So hey, so if you're a witch, you better grab it early. It's not exactly strange, but yeah, I could see it. Okay, so the reason why it's not exactly strange is because there are a lot of builds these days that are going, hey, poison for minions. So if you're gonna do poison for minions, how do you get the poison chance up early on in the game? You gotta get chance to poison. So, and that's how you get early on damage is by using that gem. So I could see it. It's not necessary for you because you're not using it. most you know, but it could, if you're going that route, it would be beneficial to get it early.
As the Emperor. Are you a martyr? Receive your sentence. Such resilience. You are not an emperor if none will kneel before you.
You are such a butt. Oh, got me talking about work. Got me talking about all kind of other things, and it was all a distraction just to prevent me from doggone going through and moving ahead in the campaign. I like that. That's diabolical. I thought you were my friend. I see how it works now. Diabolical. How's Misintent doing lately? No new lesions, I hope. Nope, no new lesions. Actually, we got her on a Pacifica, whatever you want to call it, which is an injection for her MS. Takes it once a month, and the reason why she got new lesions, cameras work. It's IT security. Yeah, so she has no new lesions at this time.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Excellent. Have you tried going gluten free like Miss Are We Did yet? No, we haven't decided to go gluten free. My wife would kill me. My wife would kill me. There would be no way. No way to go gluten free in my family.
The Empire awaits you with open jaws.
Suggest gluten free next time my wife's in the room. I guarantee you probably get shot.
Commit to your cause.
You're all the way in Massachusetts, and somehow she would get you.
Receive our blessing as
Ascend.
our gifts and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
Hold up a second. Oh, I'm in here, so it's okay. Too easy. Too. You don't have to. She probably should. Yeah. Well, see, the problem is she will never go gluten free. Take picture, use Facebook facial recognition, search name or profile, get address. God, I hate Facebook, but I use it to keep my in touch with my Canadian friends and family. A doxed, a cyber black hat buddy did that, and he found me legit using nothing but my picture. Yeah, that used to be. That's for me. That's not going to actually work real well, due to the fact that I don't put any of my information out there like that. You might be able to find my account, maybe. I don't know. I go in every couple of years. I go in. I'll hit Facebook. Look, let's put it like this. Somebody sent me one of my friends here sent me a happy birthday on my birthday. About 4 months later, I actually logged in and saw it. Yeah, dropping yourself in the phone book is not going to work. It used to work back in the day. It doesn't work these days. The reason why is because tax records, they're all open. I don't even look for somebody in the phone book. I look for them on taxes. If I know you're in X, I find the counties around. I go to each county's website for taxes. I type your name in. Bloop. Ah, that's the guy. And I go straight to your address. Unless you don't have a house. If you're renting or you're in an apartment, that's a good reason to have. Hey, that's a good reason never to purchase anything. You can't get you from the tax records. That's why. Probably too late now. Those phone books end up online. Yeah. So one of the things that you could do, is you could actually incorporate yourself, make a corporation, put and transfer all assets that you own to the corporation, and then use the corporation. So when somebody does tax checkup, they have the name of the corporation is the only thing that actually would be available. That will prevent somebody from being able to look you up by name to see where your physical assets or where your physical asset is. It would be a corporate. Hold up a second. Time to immigrate and do it right this time. Don't register for anything and don't drive. Driving. That's actually pretty funny. I like that. Don't incorporate and don't drive. I still think you're gonna run into problems, even if you did that. Do 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 do. Transfigure. Plastic arrow poison. Blade fall of volley. Ah! Hey, what's up, sucker man? You gonna leave? Take care. But I'm only traveling. Hold up a second. $59 for plate search. Ah, maybe that's why Elon doesn't have a home. That's a possibility. He has a home. It's probably in a corporation's name. So which one should I take, people? Which one should I take? Caustic arrow of poison? Or continue to use caustic arrow? Getting ready to kill Malachi in Act 4. Nice. Nah, he says he doesn't have one. Hotels and friends. Ah, okay. That's what I would say if I was in public. I go to hotels and hang out with my friends. That's what I do. Yes, yes, yes. I do not live in a house. I do not live in a house. I do not live. Oh man, that would be so messed up. That's what I'd say if I was the richest person alive. That's right. Let y'all. Hey, I live with friends. I don't really have a house and everything like that. And everybody's always looking at his friends, looking in hotels, trying to figure out where he is. And he's sitting at his crib going, yeah, people are idiots. That's what I would be doing. I'd be like, look, yeah, one of these days they'll eventually figure it out. But by that time, it will be okay. All right. This works. I like that. I like that.
What is it?
Leg bearer. Us.
Watch yourself.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oh. Let's put my points in. Ding. 40 plus 40 plus 20 equals 100. 100. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. 80% chance of poison. There we go. Add the 20 from Herald of Agony. That gives me 100% chance of poison. Yay! What's up, Sarah Lee? How's it going? He's playing PoE using Starlink, so the IP can't really be physically tracked to a location. That's true. Hey, Mal, make sure you have a couple binding orbs so you have it so you can have level 5 4 links. When you die. You suck. You suck. I don't even want to talk to you right now. You want to curse me? It's okay. Thought we were friends.
Thought we were friends. Now I just know you just trying to get me killed. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go kill old girl. Oops. Okay, hold up a second. We going to use quick break real quick. Quickly, Act 4 Malachi fight dealing about 6k damage with Spark. Anyway, with that said, quick break to be back shortly. No, you got to tell him that he isn't going to fast enough and make him go too long taking notes. Loves Malachi. All right, no worries. He's going on 2 hours without using an act cleared. Yep, that's right. I haven't cleared an act at all. I haven't done anything. What the heck am I? I did Lunaris. That's right. Lunaris Temple. That's right.
I was once off my tits for 3 days after taking bad leaf drugs. Just like this place.
Go to on ring.
Call an ambulance!
But
Call an ambulance!
we'll triple check
But
those
not for
gems
me.
and take notes, Mountain. So we're ready for league start. Oh, you just cracking jokes, huh? Just cause I'm not as slow as you. Oh, let's go. Part 2. Oh. Yeah, let's-
It's been a grand experiment, Shadow.
Tag it and tag it, boys. Hmm.
Not you. Not today.
Really?
Damn you.
There we go.
I try not to take my weapon.
I'm back. Welcome, welcome. Your Act 5 was 3.5 hours. I don't even know what mine is. I'm just sitting here, you know. 7 hours. I haven't even gotten anywhere. 7 hours of gameplay, and I ain't even made it to Act 5. That's where I'm at. You wish you were that good. There we go. We'll go there. Ew. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. I've been sitting there talking all this time. I don't even count this as I won't even count this as timed because sorry to say, oh, we did yet had me doggone
Compensating for some
frustrated earlier. He was like, look, I'm good. I'm like, no, you're not. Security, you need better security. I'm good. Oh, you need better security. He's like, I'm secure. I'm like, no, don't think that. That's what gets you taken out. Gets you ransomware. You're never good. Paranoia is the only way to live. I remember one time we were sitting there and we were talking about this. This was actually a hilarious conversation. It was back when we first started with this one company. And we were talking about what is more secure, SSH key or a password. And I remember my argument was they both insecure. It just depends on where you want the security. And the guy was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you were a little slow, but it's not allowed to say anything. But I'm not allowed to say anything. You can say what you want. Call me whatever you want to call me. That's fine. I'm still awesome. Dude, let's just be honest. I spent an hour or so yesterday debating on what I was gonna do. I got to Act 3 at 10 something last night. At about 11, I was still trying to determine exactly which gems I was gonna use to move to the next, to move forward. Because I found out that I couldn't get the gems I wanted until Act 6. I was so not happy about that one. That brought tears to my eyes almost. I was like, really? I thought I could get that earlier. Now I'm sitting here just trying to figure out exactly how I'm gonna survive the Act 6. Shoot, let's just be honest. I might run what you want to call it a couple more times. Only gonna cost me about 12 times in the 12 times in the lab. Only 12. We good, right? Should be fine. So 12 or 13 times in the lab. That's what it's gonna take. Telling you that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 12 or 13 times in the lab. And we'd be like, "What?" Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Woohoo. InfoSec allows 443 from our satellite to Red Hat. Then 443 through DMZ to my satellite capsule. And then 443 between capsule and content host. No syncing is automatic and it's all manual by yours truly. IP whitelist is pretty secure, in my opinion. Okay. Ain't even gonna say that. Leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. No, I'm not gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna leave that alone. I can't. We don't allow that. 443 from your satellite to Red Hat. No. No. Then 443 through through DMZ to my satellite. No. Nope. Incorrect. Incorrect. Not exactly. We don't have a satellite. We carry our own repository. It's not a Red Hat repository. It's not a Red Hat satellite. Self-management repositories. That is correct. Second thing that's different between us and you is we don't we man in the middle everything. So everything's man in the middle.
We do not use our. There is not a specific cert that actually, when I connect to Red Hat. So, and this caused us a lot of problem for a long time. When I connect to Red Hat or go to Red Hat on my desktop, even happens on servers. But on your desktop, I'm actually using my company cert to connect to an endpoint that is at a different encryption level. Then that endpoint has connectivity to said outside point. Is why IP is whitelisted in the register too. Yep, yep. Understandable. So if if you are doing things, you're doing it, boom, which does the man in the middle configuration, locks it out, et cetera, et cetera. You pull it down into the non-production network. And you take that non-production network, you take it to your from let's say I go from my desktop to Red Hat. I pull whatever package. I then take that package, put it inside of the secure zone. And then after I put it in the secure zone, do everything that needs to be done all on it. Then I promote it from that environment to a secondary environment, and then it is checked before there, and then it's promoted from that environment to our production environment. Yeah. So it's like we have multiple different environments, multiple different jumps, hoops, and everything like that to get to the inside environments. And that's about all I can. That's all about all I can say. Windows blows. Yeah, 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 yeah. Protect yourself. That's all I can say. Protect yourself.
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you, exile.
Just need a moment.
Maybe Bill.
God exile. Die in awe. The touch of gods.
Low on mine.
Die.
Let's see here. On a good note, Windows is so insecure that when your world bricked the encrypted boot 2 years ago, there was a workaround to get past encrypted boot locker protection. Well, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
This world is an illusion, exile. It's funny, Grace. I always thought you'd be taller.
I always thought you'd be taller, cuter, something like that.
I forgot it was Rapid 7 or Arctic Wolf or MS Defender.
More walking and killing for me then.
No, it was actually CrowdStrike and it blue screened the world. Yep. CrowdStrike that did that. It was a patch, auto patch. We talked about it on the stream. Exactly, it was Rune who was asking if I actually was affected by it. Got that. Take that.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
No, second. I wouldn't have been on stream. East two jobs and super busy those days. If we ever have World War III, we just send in Clown Strike. I'm sorry to say, CrowdStrike is actually a pretty good software. The failure was on the admins that actually tried to put that stuff on and execute that stuff on Windows in such a way that it actually caused all kind of problems. Um, I I was lucky that our systems weren't affected, but there is a different um software that's even worse than CrowdStrike was. Good for what? It's post-infection detection. I prefer pre-infection detection. There's okay. So let's put it like this. All right. So you say post. Okay. Well, how do you prevent it from pre? All right, aka IDS. Okay, so when you so what does IDS do specifically? How does it detect? And where does it do it at? And if you're talking about there's one company called you're talking about like Sentinel One, which is supposed to be IDS. Stop silly people in leadership from clicking on unapproved site. We already do that. That's preventing somebody from going to a site. Yeah, I'm just saying. But see, this is where this is where I like to mess with you on this one because we've got through multiple softwares. We got multiple different things doing all kind of different things. Intrusion detection, that's one thing, but intrusion detection is different than what you just said, which was prevent them from clicking on sites. We have border patrol, which prevents you from going to the sites. We also have man in the middle, so we can see any traffic that goes in and out of our network. The intrusion part, IDS, intrusion detection systems, are done on the border. It's done also on in different ways. So if like one of the things that was uh yeah, we have too much security in my opinion. 4 agents on every single system, servers and desktops and VDIs. Yep, you've got to have number one traffic, one agent for traffic, one agent to scan the box, one agent to doggone prevent changes on the box, one agent. One agent to scan your logs. And that's just basic. That's just basic. We ain't even gone into things such as the agent which won't allow configuration changes. We got log forwarder to analyze Arctic Wolf. Yeah, I mean there's lots of there's lots of different ones. I'm just calling out a couple. So, an example is CrowdStrike's better than Sentinel One because I'm gonna give you an example of reason why CrowdStrike's better than Sentinel One. Sentinel One was so bad you had Sentinel One on the box, and you're testing. So we're testing out Sentinel One on the box. Sentinel-1 did an alert for infections that were on the box. CrowdStrike does. What was that? The other system, not Arctic Wolf. I think it's another one. But there was all these other ones that found it. Sentinel-1 didn't. There's a lot of things. I mean, and each one's different. It's kind of like an example is you remember McAfee and Norton. Remember how companies used to go back and forth between McAfee, I'm doing Norton. Oh, that's all sucks. I'm gonna go to was it FProt? I think is what it was. FProt is that still a company? Yeah, FProt used to be the one that used to that people went to for the longest. Then it had a Total AV, Bitdefender, and the reason why they go back and forth between all those different versions of these antivirus softwares and everything like that is because this one allowed a virus in. We must go to a different one. This one allowed a virus in. Let's go to a different one. This one. So this was not updating fast enough. This one. It took them 6 hours to get us a new virus definition pack to prevent us from getting infected by this virus. Oh, hold up for a second. Let me go back. This is gonna make y'all laugh. So y'all remember back in 2003, maybe 2004. It's 2003 or 2004. Yeah, it's the definition file is a day late. It can be too late. Yep. So back in 2003, 2004, do y'all remember a virus that took down Glaxo Wellcome? It was like an email virus. It came in the Glaxo Wellcome. I think it's Glaxo Wellcome. Glaxo Wellcome Incorporated. It wasn't a Java one. Oh well, it wasn't. No, it was an email virus that came in. It was back in 2003, maybe 2004. And I'm gonna tell you how idiotic some people are, right? So we know about the virus. We picked it. We're like, hey, we're going to get the virus definition stuff put and everything like that. So we put all the virus configurations, and we've just finished pushing it out. One of our engineers, in his intelligence, was like, hey, I'm going to do this. So he gets a copy of the virus from he gets a copy of the virus. So we're sitting there and he's like, hey, I got the copy from Glaxo. And we're like, hey, okay, cool. Don't open it. We're gonna have to get the isolated environment put together. Oh no, we're good. And we're like, no, dude. Hey, we're gonna get the virus. We got to prevent the virus from, at least I know we're protected, but we got to prevent the virus from getting out and about in the in our environment. So he's like, oh no, we're good. This is a Windows virus. I'm gonna open it on and it might have been a Java. It might have been a Java bug. I don't know. But he's like, I'm gonna open it in the email on my Linux box. Now, what do you think happened? Hold up. My favorite viruses are the one-liners, maybe about 30 characters, plain text, file, open it in Notepad, boom. My box was probably okay, but everyone else's wasn't. Pretty much. His box. We sitting there and we were like, hey, dude, it really needs to be on an isolated network. We don't want to play around with this in our environment. What if we got some boxes that are out in our environment that doesn't have the new definition file? It's going to get us, it could wipe us all out. Nah, man, I'm good. Click, click. Bling, 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 bling. All of a sudden on the network, our virus protection software is like, boom, 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 blocking. It's like, ha, Kung Fu, you're not going to infect me. And he's looking at us like, oh, I don't know how that happened. Really, dude? You don't know how this happened? I thought you were an IT professional. Everybody here knows how this happened, except you.
Your skin.
We were so lucky. We were so lucky. And I'm serious. We were so lucky that we had gotten out the definition files before he clicked that button. I do like the S3 protection that we run as well. I was asked to actually create a one-liner text virus. As soon as I wrote the file, boom, S3 blocked it. Can't remember the name of that software. That's a truthful thing. They wanted to see if it worked. Okay. Yep. Understandable. Certain signatures, put them in a file, they automatically kick off. We got some stuff that's going on ours, which is like, we edit a file because we need to fix something. Alarms go off. We got people, it's almost like people running up to our desk. What are y'all doing? Like, calm down, people. Calm down. We have to do this to fix this problem. You shouldn't be editing that file. Okay, guys. Okay. Hey, the first time it happened, the first time it happened. Let me break this down. Okay, so we're sitting there. We're doing our little thing. Engineer in the back here, she's like, hey, I know how to fix this. I'm gonna write this right? I'm gonna just edit this file and it fixes it. We have entire arrays that are versioning every single file just in case we get ransomware, we roll back X amount of time. Understandable. That's a good snapshotting of every file and everything that's on a file system is actually pretty good. But let me go ahead and break this down. She's like, oh, I can edit the file and I can get it going. So she edits the file, right? I'm sitting here at my desk working. She didn't tell me it was going on. Boop, 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 boop. Bring. Hello? I need you to get on this bridge. Huh? What's going on? We got this conference call. Something's going on. Okay? On the bridge. All right. This file was edited. What do you mean this file was edited? I mean, hold up. Let me see what was going on. Now, when I say we on a bridge, Me, manager, security engineer, security not, security manager. We all on the bridge. The file was edited. What's going on? We might need to lock down. Talk about a panic. Oh! File was edited. Oh, the Power Max. Yep, Power Max storage. Yep. Our life cycles in the AWS Glacier likes to call it. No problem, understandable. But yeah, we had a full blown security bridge that somebody actually edited the file. Then when I was like, yeah, okay, no, that's perfectly fine. That's okay, that's acceptable. Okay, well, we're not gonna do bridges for this anymore. We're gonna send you an email. How about that? We're still gonna monitor the file. We're not gonna stop monitoring your file. I don't care if you need to do it for your job. We're gonna see it. You're gonna know you've edited it. My search drop off at the end of the month feels like I'm only wrote them yesterday. Dang, AWS. Understandable. But yeah, there's a. What time is it? Okay, got it. You gotta watch. It's hilarious on some of this stuff. It is actually hilarious. It's like, yep. What are you doing? You can't do that. but it's part of my job. You're not allowed. Well, how am I supposed to do my job? Yeah. Understandable. Hold up. Oh, put some stuff away. Sell that one. Sell that one. Try this. Does it give me more damage? Possible. Sell that one. That's more. Sell that one. Ooh. That's a ding. Let fear guide you. That's right. Let fear guide you. Because boy, anything else is gonna cause you all kind of problems. We've been talking about that for the like last 15, 20 minutes. Fear. Your poop tested negative. Woohoo! Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear your poop tested negative. All right, let's see here. We got 328. Oh, 60. That's what I need to see right there. 460. Those this is exactly why you don't get too tied up to a bow. Get too tied up to a bow, you're screwed. You got to change them bows out as much as possible. So you always got to make sure that these items right here are always full. This, not so much. Like this one, I've got flame dash and I got precision in this one. I can take precision out because I'm not really using it anymore. I can put precision there, but not needed exactly. I did it again. 2.5 hours. You've done a half an act. You're right. You're right. You've done it again. I don't like you right now. Just FYI. Just so you know. You and I are enemies now because you keep on throwing me off. We're enemies. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Woo. Boom, boom. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I should have thought about that. That's actually. There we go. On off the rails. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, here we go. Here we go. I walked right into that. That's why.
There we go, and out.
With a feather, that seems.
Did you document your gym setups when you entered Act 4?
ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
We can't see your health globe. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. That's because my health globe is awesome and never goes down. If you wanted to see my health globe, you should have said something.
Look at that.
My health globe is awesome. It never goes down. There's no damage. There's no nothing. I mean, my health globe is awesome. I don't take damage because I'm awesome like that. Awesome. I'll go with that one.
Are with you.
Can't even use it yet, but that's okay. It's okay. I not be able to use it, but it's gonna be awesome. Pull that out quick. Color change. Oh. Color change. Oh. Color change. Oh. Color change. There we go. Whew, used a lot for that one, boy. Used a lot for that one. Get that.
Swallowed by the darkness, and I seem to be causing it a little indigestion.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Huh.
Fine, Exile.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna go back and go through this again, and the next run will be the power run, where we're gonna see exactly how good the configurations are. So if I was gonna run this, let's say if I was running this long term, what I mean by that was if I was gonna be doing this, like this bow thing was gonna be my actual build, I would go through and get that menace, that Scourge Arrow Menace, because it would make us such a major difference in DPS configurations.
I gave up the ghost. Give up on gold. You should do the same. That was satisfying.
So Scourge Arrow Menace is crazy, crazy good, because it means that, okay, so the faster your attacks are, the more pods you pop out. It's every attack is a pod.
Is keeping very busy in the
And it's
brown
not like
office.
we got to channel up take maybe a couple of seconds for it to actually do things. It is every pod that every time it attacks, it drops a pod.
Low on mana.
I gave up the cloth, gave up on God. You should do the same.
We're gonna call ourselves the Assassin Crew. I don't know why we want to abuse ourselves like this, but hey.
It's always comforting to witness an honest, permanent death.
Permission to stream your stream on my stream. Yeah, sure, no problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. You know, I used to have a list of people that I author. I used to be like, if I'm not on stream, you need to watch these big people. And even if I'm not on stream, you need to watch these little people. You're on that list, I think. Still on I forgot what it's called. We used to do that. Yeah, it's like, hey, this person gets the, if we hit my stream, it's like, yeah, he's not online, but you can watch Joe Schmo. Now they don't allow you to do that as much.
I do
It's
hope
like
these
the
constipated
what happens
cows
is the
don't
other
put me on
people
release while I'm still in
are not allowing you to, are not giving you permission these days. I think there's a thing to turn that off so people can't do that for you. But I'm like, I don't know why they don't do it. But, as it goes, as the clock turns, oh,
Daily introductions. Just air comes.
that baby. Ooh, so beautiful, so beautiful. This is why everybody loves Assassin. Right here. Courage Arrow. Best thing ever created. Oops, assassin. Time to show you how to play an assassin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you challenging the assassin master? Is that what it is? I know I let you win that gauntlet, but jeez, come on now. You're challenging the gauntlet master, the assassin master, the guy who got it. Let's just walk through. Let's just walk through. Yeah. Team assassin. I didn't make it past Malachi. Oh yeah, well you know, hey, I can't help but my my awesomeness did not allow me to pass Malachi. Let's just be honest. The reason I didn't pass Malachi is because I was actually playing around. If I wanted to beat you, I would have done a Scourge Arrow build. Let's just be honest. A Scourge Arrow build is the best build you could possibly run as an assassin. I could even show you how I could get more damage out of this build right now. I mean, I could get more damage out of this build. There is no questions. There is no questions that I could do it. Even now. And I'm just trying to get through so I can actually test out my my ball lightning update. Make sure my ball lightning works. You see that? There is a configuration that I know works, but I don't like playing it. There is a configuration that works, but I just don't like playing it. To me, it seems like I'm cheating if I do that one. Well, it's not cheating, but oh, this is such a good build. Such a good build. I could even make it stronger. Assassin 101. Assassin 101.
Welcome to the grand arena of Theopolis. It is here that I first laid eyes on my co-runners. It is our inspiration that defines us. Do you fight for gladiator? Hundreds of warriors who try to lay claim to the same title as us. But I defeat them all. Ambitious.
Die, die, die. That's a good body. First to get the four stones, SSF Hardcore shares build and knowledge. We need an Assassin Creed. Oh my gosh, you're crazy. You're crazy. I like that though. I like that. I like that though. See, the only problem with that Assassin Creed that you got, first four stones, SSFHS, shared build and knowledge. Yeah, no. The problem with that one is the following: you get to play during your job hours. I only play maybe about 3-4 hours a day maximum. That is if I'm able to play during the week. If I play on the weekends, it's usually 4 hours on Friday night, 4 hours Friday morning. I'm a Saturday morning, 4 hours Sunday morning. That's it. You will always beat me. Are we dead yet? Even though I'm gonna try my hardest to beat you, you will always beat me due to the fact that I cannot input as much time as you. Nope. Not better. I'm better. You just got more time to be invest. Since you have more time to invest, I have to push. So I have to be riskier on my play style to try to make up time. And since I have to be riskier on my play style to try to make up time, I will die more often. It's just I can't get around that. That's just the way I have to do. But what I need to do is I need to find or do a build where even being risky and doing it that fast, I won't have a problem. Yeah. Well, that's my thing is I can't. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, hey, I'm never gonna race you or never gonna race with you due to the fact that I know that I know my limitations, but So I know that to beat you, I have to actually to beat you in. I'm gonna have to be on par every time. And so what I mean by that is I have to play risky. I have to do the maximum amount of experience configuration that I need to be able to do to be able to stay ahead of you and or to beat you and everything. I can do the experience and beat you in the experience per hour configuration because I've done this so many times. I know I could do that. I can crank out the experience. Where the failure comes for me is even if I do 4 hours, let's say I do 4 hours at 40, let's say 4 hours at 40K a second, and you do 6 hours at 30K a second, you're gonna outstrip me by a lot. I mean, you'll just be like, yeah, I'm walking away. I'm walking away. You play 2 hours a day and come in first, loser. You're right. I do play less time and I can be be ahead, but eventually you're gonna. It's like it's like turtle in the hare. I can sprint, then I gotta stop, and you just go. Boop, 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 boop. Then I sprint again. Hopefully, I can catch up. Wait till you hear this. What? What? You have 8 weeks of vacation saved up. I walked right into that one. That almost got me killed.
You stain the ground with your presence.
My maximum vacation is 3. Is a month and a half, I think. So I don't accrue vacation higher than that. After I hit that ratio, it's over. No more vacation for you. You must take vacation. You get 6 weeks a year? Hey, that's cool. I don't get that much. I get less than that. I get like 5 weeks of vacation, 3 weeks 5 weeks of vacation, 3 personal days, 3 or 4 personal days. I forgot what it is. I think it's 3 or 4 personal days. And then after that, then it's sick time. I accrue sick time and
That's because I'm bleeding. Don't mean you get to kill me. Lucky that your bleeds don't mean nothing to me. Bum 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 bum.
A battle worthy of song. The way you fight reminds me of how it feels to be possessed with the ideal of victory. Is your passion enough to claim a crown?
Woo. Ah. Oh. Had to put that stretch in. Hold up. I gotta go to I gotta go to something real quick. Dashboard.
And his name is John C.
Wanted to test my browser thing out. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Swords is nothing. You cannot defend this ground.
Go on, man.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Well,
Can you sing one
that
for me
was
too,
beautiful.
Pale?
Let's see here. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Got to keep that one because that could be an awesome one. And oh, hey, I didn't even realize I got that little thing. I like this. This actually is a pretty cool thing. I can now have +3 maximum number of summoned golems. Yes. I'm so not nice. I'm so not nice. Okay, let's see here. What we got? What we got? Let's get on out of here. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Is this one better than the one that I have? That is 65, 100 and 105, 115. Sorry. Oh, 117. And this one is definitely way higher. This one up. Don't go in the trash.
Deshret has ascended.
Trash, trash, trash. Keep and keep. Accept. Anything, take it.
Go where you are needed.
That is the awesome. That oh, you know what I did the other day? I actually tried to run through and clean out my remove only tabs. I have so much junk in my remove only tabs. I was like, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. Oh, I can't go in there yet. Boom. Boom. Oh, I can't do. Ooh. Back on, see which I'm. Fire. All right, lightning. Make sure. All right. All right. Lightning. Gives me. No. This one's good. Fix it up. This one. Oh, I can't do it. Okay. Yep. Yep. Let's do this. I can't do that. Yes. There we go. 75, 77, 78. Yay! Yay! We're doing it. Uh, uh. sometimes. Ooh. Wee. Ah.
A few moments later.
Oh my God! That's the way it goes. Way it goes. So, I got a question. Should I go in my hiking boots, or should I actually go inside of regular tennis shoes? What do y'all think? Bum, 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 bum. Boots definitely you want to flat as possible without a arch support to build up muscle in your feet. Most shoes are really bad unless they're no drop. I don't know. All I know is that I got hiking boots. I use them you normally, but I also went to a walking place and they got me these things for off trail walking, and they're actually rather comfortable, and they pretty good. I just don't know which one I should use when going out hiking. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. No drop is when the heel is at the same height as the ball of your feet. Those almost look like high heels, which most shoes are, and it's actually bad for your feet muscles and your back. As I found out, 50 years of running shoes, and I thought because they're expensive, they're good. It's all a lie. The cake isn't real. Coffee time. Okay, so I can agree, but with these things
actually these things, which are kind of interesting, is the way that they're actually set in the inside. It feels weird. So like, okay, so like right back here, this is where my heel is. It looks like it's up here, but the heel is actually. Oh, hold up. Maybe y'all can't see. The heel is actually down here. It's weird. It's like the heel is low. Oh, there you go. So the heel is a little bit lower than this little piece right here. So it goes around and then it comes up and then it goes down. Now the place I went to the place I went to is an orthopedic shop. So what they do is they actually get you on a treadmill, and they have software with cameras that watch you walk, and then they watch you run, and then after that you get off the treadmill. Then they analyze how you walk and how you do things to actually determine what shoe you need. Then they get you the shoe. You then get back onto the treadmill and you walk and you run. And then after you walk and run, then they go, "Oh, we need to adjust your shoe to drop to either drop or raise, because what's happening is you're pronating or you're walking this way, or your walk is off. Let's fix this." They're mid then. You don't do you do you, buddy. I'm just saying that I learned over the last 3 months. They did all that monitoring for me too. What they're mid then? What do you mean? I'm not a good example. Took measurements yesterday, and my left is 50%. 50% of my right leg. Those vax nuked my leg pretty bad. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean but like for me, what I did, where I went is they went in there to actually try to get try to get the best shoe in your walk, because one of the problems I have is I have a real weird gait. So my regular shoe that I usually walk at work, the way it wears, I wear out one side of the shoe. And that's because of how I walk. Now, I've had these the exact same time frame, and I go walking with them. And if you notice that these shoes there's no worn. It's kind of like it's worn regular. It's like I'm wearing them. It wears evenly versus I'm wearing out the outside edge, or I'm wearing out the inside edge. They things like that. When I walk with these shoes, it's like it wears evenly. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. So with my regular shoes, or that I never went to the shop for and everything like that, it wears differently, and that's bad for your feet actually, because you're sitting there, you're wearing out the outside, and then you're sitting there and the way you walk is just terrible. So what they do is they adjust it. You got a wiggle in your walk and a giggle in your talk. Oh baby, that's what I like. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so but I remember when I first played Path of Exile. This used to be the most deadliest spot for me. I mean, when I first started playing, I used to come into this area right here where all those big things were, and they used to just nuke me. I'm talking about, I'd be sitting there trying to fight them, and then it'd be like, I'd die. It'd be like, why in the world am I dying so much? You know, right here. And then over the years of playing, some of the reasons why is because I didn't have enough defenses. Some of the reasons why I didn't have enough, offense to actually be handling that area. But the main reason why is because I had almost no resistances ever. I mean, when I was playing, when I first started, I never adjusted my resistances until I got to Act 6. And that is a very, very bad thing. To not adjust your resistances until Act 6. Because what would happen is I get to that area and it's nothing but fire. And if I'm sitting there at, no resistance or, only 10 resistance, the damage output that they're doing to me is just humongous. So I'd actually die because I'd be getting hit with fire and it'd be like, oh man, I died again. And I'd be upset when I was dying too. Cause I was like, I don't understand why I'm dying. I can't figure it out. Why am I dying? And then later on, I realized, oh, there's a thing called resistances. So when I say that I was dying right there, that's not when originally we first came out. It was when I came back in 2019. I came back, started playing PoE in 2019. I stopped for so many years because the game just sucked. This game sucked so bad. And I will tell you the reason I say that. I was not going to get a spreadsheet out for this game. There was not going to be, I was not pulling a spreadsheet out. I wasn't going to be counting up numbers. And when we first came out with this game, there was nothing in place. Nothing. That gave you all the information you needed. There was no path of building. Back in the day, there was no path of building. Hold on for a second. My deadliest and most feared zone is the refinery by a lot. That boss kills me all the time. Now I even equip purity just for that fight, no matter what. The refinery boss has never felt like a balanced fight to me. You have to have DPS for that dude. You have to have DPS for that dude. To me, the refinery boss and the Torrent guy for is it Shaper or is it for the other guy? So when you come in and the guy got lightning and it kind of goes around in a circle and he's right there, I dislike that guy too. And the reason why I dislike him is if you do not have enough DPS when you fight that dude, he will jump up, slam, and even if you're over here, it's kind of like it's like a ground wave of, and you die, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just die. If you kill him fast enough, he never gets to that slam. That refinery boss is the same way. I'll be fighting him, and what kills me is not him. Is not him actually hitting me physically, it's him hitting me from across the room. Because I'll be like, oh, boom, 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 boom. There's lightning over here. Let me run over here to an open area where I'm not going to get hit with lightning. And then that's always the cue for that boss to go. You ran over to the other side of the room. Boom! Now you're dead. And it's just sad. It's sad. And it hurts my feelings every time it happens.
It hurts my feelings every time it happens.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your voice.
Yeah, the refinery boss is a pain. Ooh, looky. Ew. FYI, Merc Lab is wrong on PoE Lab today. In case you actually get there. One of these days I'm gonna have to get back into using PoE Lab. I when I first started playing, I actually used to be like, oh, let me get PoE Lab and run PoE Lab. I've run so many labs that I pretty much run it blind. I run the lab blind. I just like, up. I think it's over here. And then after I do that, then it's like, okay, let me run the when I run it again, I'm like, okay, this is what needs to be done to get through this particular area.
Low on mana.
I'm the same, but on my first run, I usually like to get the dark shrines. No dark shrines for me today. Ah, okay, yeah, I never get them. If I run into them, perfectly fine. But I usually just like, I'm usually like, okay, whatever, keep going. I don't even look for them really. If I'm running and ooh, there's a dark shrine, let me grab it. Any other time, keep going. No. There is no need for me to stop. No need. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, 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 da,
Still
da,
I
da.
live.
Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boop, boop, boop,
What do you want?
boop, boop.
Go yes.
All right, look at that. So we got
I used to.
Take care.
ouch.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be expensive. Oh. Mark on it.
Until next time.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna use my walking shoes instead of hiking boots today. I don't think we're going on a very steep hike. If I was, I think if we were doing a steep hike, I probably would want to do the hiking boots. But I think I'm gonna do walking shoes this time. See exactly how that goes. If I have problems, everything like that, I'll let y'all know about. Chewy. But yeah, so let me see here. Are we did yet? So you yeah, you know, you're did you start streaming already? I don't have anybody watching right now, but I'm just checking to see if you're streaming because if you are streaming, while I'm actually getting dressed and stuff like that, I'll pop up and tune into your stream. While I'm actually getting dressed and stuff like that, there you go. So you are streaming. Ha ha ha. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I know, you know, you know, not very many people watching right now anyway, but everybody's got things they got to do, like me. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, and I hope this helps you in your quest for ultimate power. And I would like to point out that, hey, don't be trying to change your character around right now. It's too late. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing over there. Your minor ain't gonna make it. All right, peace out. Catch y'all later. I gotta go mess with Already Dead Yet on this stream.